Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, beleaguered Health Secretary in Scotland, Neil Gray, he's been humiliated basically by himself, effectively by his own stupidity and inability, culminating in yet another disaster, really, isn't it? Swinney and Shona Robinson vowed that no Scot will ever wait more than a year on the NHS. That was a promise. That was an election promise. And it was a promise that they determined to keep up when Swinney took over as leader. But this promise has now been scrapped. Neil Gray, who is there, had to come out and say that that's no longer a pledge. That pledge has had to be removed because of, quote, circumstances beyond his control. Yeah, his inability, mainly, isn't it? Nothing's within his control because he can't do anything. But he's scrapped. This was a flagship policy. This was one of their, nobody will wait more than a year. Now, if you're ill in that, a year is a long time. Nobody should be waiting more than, say, 4 weeks. Now, that's a target. That should be the target for everything. 4-week wait. Swinney promised he'd improve it. They said they'd throw money in. But Swinney hasn't improved it, and they actually haven't thrown that much money in. But, of course, even though Swinney is the de facto health secretary, because he's the one actually doing the work, the de jure one, the one who's actually legally there, is, of course, Neil Gray. Neil Gray should not be drawing a ministerial salary. He's not doing the job. It's ridiculous. But the figures are pretty bad. It was revealed that nearly 880,000 Scots were waiting on the list just for diagnostics, diagnostic outpatients, and it's just there. Anyway, 110,000 of them are waited over a year. 110,000 lives put on hold because these bunch of useless tossers just can't do their jobs. We will do it, and then nothing happens. Nothing. They don't know what they're doing. This is the problem, especially with Neil Gray. He literally is outside of his zone of knowledge. He just doesn't know what to do. You see, he's gone from a small department, which was all paper pushing, to the largest department, which is all people first. And of course, he's not someone who can deal with that. He's just not capable of actually picking up the ball and running. Achieve one thing. Don't try and, I'm going to fix everything. No, just fix one thing. That's a start. But he can't do that, can he? And they talk about aspirations. We've all got aspirations, mate. But unless you get off your arse and actually do something, that's all they're going to stay. Does anybody know, or anybody have a solution to the problem of the SNP? Because every single problem in Scotland is ultimately the fault of the SNP. I think if you can cure the problem of having the SNP in charge, everything else will improve. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.